Somebody breaks your heart, and because of that, you decide to halt your own life. You want to live in bitterness and in anger because you believe that will transit to the other person's life.
Mwah. No balls.
Don't be shocked. Don't be surprised. Some exes will not suffer for what they did to you. Some scores will be settled in heaven. When you go through breakups or divorce, it is not in all cases that your ex will suffer after leaving you. We have seen several cases like that. I believe it's only in Nollywood movies or perhaps in some African movies that you see someone who has done bad to another person and they eventually live a miserable life after that relationship. If you watch some American movies, you see that when relationships end or divorce end, the other partner live his or her life, and that's all. Life is not hard. It's not that serious. That is just the truth. So don't end your life because somebody has ended a relationship with you. So you have to keep going on. So if you think that because you have a relationship with Mr. A and the relationship did not work, maybe because he did not treat you very well, the relationship got to an end and you decide to isolate yourself, you decide not to go into another relationship because you believe your bitterness will hurt that person. It is not true. Haven't you heard of law of attraction? What you think is what happens to you. The more bitterness, the bad energy, the bad feeling will keep multiplying itself. But if you decide to say, oh yes, it has ended, of course, let us be real here. You would have feelings. You would feel bad that, oh, people would laugh at you, your friends would laugh at you, or you would miss this person. Of course, the heart does not have bone. So you will feel that you are going to miss this person. But my sister, if you decide to bury yourself in that broken relationship, in that broken marriage, just because you perceive or you believe that your bitterness will destroy that person's life, you are deceiving yourself. Oh. Please, you are actually deceiving yourself. So many times we see all these things happen mostly in African movies, Nigerian Nollywood movies. Even American movies, they don't have plots like that. They don't have stories like that. So it's not in all cases that a broken marriage with one person can lead the other person to live a miserable life. So my sister, live your life. Somebody who is bad with you can be better with another person. It doesn't mean that that person is a bad person outrightly. It only shows that the person has grown. The person now understands life. Whatever you have been through, sometimes the stage in one's life determines your behavior, your reaction, and how you treat other people. Many people married, when they get married, they don't treat their spouses well. And when they take that spouse for granted, and when they get separated or there was a divorce and they get to be alone, they try to sit down to think about how their life was with the other person. We actually sit down to reflect. Many a times we do that. So when the person is thinking and say, oh, Bimbola was such a wonderful lady. Oh, Andrew, John was such a nice person. How did I miss it? What happened? You can even take your piece of paper, biro to write stuffs down. They now try to do something like examination of how they live their life with their ex-partner. And they try to draw out their mistakes. My sister, this person will learn from that mistake and will be better with another person. It doesn't mean that you were a bad person. It only shows that he has learned from the mistake he made with you. So my ex may not have treated me well, but when he meets another person, he treats her better. Perhaps he has grown, he understands life better, he knows the difference, he now knows what he wants. Does that resonate with you? So it doesn't mean that you are not a special person. It only shows that it was the wrong timing. So because your ex was brutal, was bad with you, doesn't mean that they will not be better with another woman or they will not be better with another man. So stop wishing people bad. Wish them well and move on. A broken marriage is not a broken life. Live your life. The truth is, if you decide to move on after a divorce, after you have a breakup with somebody, you are doing it for yourself. You are not doing it for the other party. Because you are the one who will write the story of your life. So you better pick the pen at the right place and write it well. Write your story the way you want it to be written. Yes, you can decide to be alone. It's not compulsory for you to be with somebody. But if that is what you want, take your pen and your paper, write what you want down. Do you want to live your life alone without children, or with children, or without a man in it? Oh, all men are the same. They are not. No, they are not. You have not met the right person. My sister, you have not met the right person. That's just it. Sometimes people are just passers-by in our lives. They are just there for some time being. And when they finish their assignment, they would leave. If we can understand that human being, in fact on earth, we are not permanent. Death is a certain thing. Death is assured for everyone. So for you to know that this person may stay today and can go tomorrow, then if you understand that after a breakup or after a divorce, you will live your life. You would have no choice but to live your life. You will not destroy your life. You will not prevent yourself the experience of being loved or to love just because of what life has thrown at you. We have actually seen exes of today become good friends in the future. They may not really have anything to do sexually or emotionally. They can have business transactions. They can even be of best friends. They can advise each other as regards some life issues. Your ex knows you better. Your ex has been with you for some time. He or she knows your weakness. He or she knows what you were doing at that time that was not right. In fact, sometimes your ex can tell you to behave better with your new person. The mistakes, the errors that you did not notice, you didn't even avert your mind to, your ex can pinpoint that to you to tell you, look, these are what you did to me while we were together. I didn't find it funny. I couldn't find a way to forgive you. So don't do the same mistake with your present person, the present partner. It is very important that we live our lives after a divorce or after a breakup.